That would have been great.
No evidence.
No evidence ever. Ever. Alright, guys. Welcome to another episode of Whatever Man, a show where we talk about whatever. We were supposed to have a guest today, but, he didn't show up, so if you're watching this, that's your fault.
You suck at Tekken.
Yeah, you really do. You suck at Tekken.
You know what your problem is? You put
suck
pussy
at
on a...
You're building the pussy up.
You're just worshipping a goddess named Pussalaya.
He said it wrong.
I did say it wrong. Just to bother him. I know.
4-year-old virgin reference for those of you that don't.
Guys, I think we have a ghost in this house.
Did something else happen to you?
I feel like...
Not to me.
I feel like the ghost is trying to power its way into Sal's room.
Actually, I agree with him.
It wants to do things to him anally.
I don't agree with that. I don't.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, Manny knows what happens in Sal's dreams.
So
he does.
That's actually
holy shit.
That's actually what I want to talk about. Not that.
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
I don't have any kind of some gay dreams or erotica fantasies with other men. I do not have that at all.
We don't know this.
And I'm a little mad that we're recording right now. No, but
it's like he's defending himself like it actually happened.
All right, I didn't lose against the Bills. Scrub. Anyway,
it's a fantasy league, damn it.
Yeah, just like those dreams.
They're not.
It's a fantasy league.
Fantasy dreams. Anyways, all right. So what happened the other day is I'm over here playing a video game. Not Madden, and I didn't lose. And I was I was playing Pokemon Sword, the new expansion. And I'm over here. I'm playing, right? And next thing you know, I hear my door opening. And I was like, why is my door open? And I look around, cat's under the table, a dog's sitting next to me, Buddy's usually right there. This time he's not, but that's where he was before. And I look over and my door is open. I was like, why is my door open right now? I wrote it off as we just installed the AC, so maybe the air is circulating, it went down the hallway, my door wasn't closed all the way, so it just opened it. Happened twice. A little weird. Our other roommate, she was in her room. That's usually where she is. But, she didn't come out. She didn't hear anything. So I was like, I wonder if something's going on. She told me she thought she had somebody, standing, near her, next to her.
Yeah, right.
Like, over there.
To be fair, she always wants to be included, so she could be lying.
I don't know. But she did say she felt that, someone was near her or she saw something. And I was around the corner where you can't see me. In the corners where she was standing. I don't know. Manny had, been touched by a man, so.
Got him.
Sorry, that was in my dream. No. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird that that was happening. I wrote it off as, I debunked it as the circulation of the air. But I don't know. What do you, Manny? You have any issues since that episode, in the house?
Nah, I mean, so one thing that's changed recently for me is that I started smoking again. So
cool.
So I feel like my own mind has been fucking with me.
I think he's high right now.
I am high.
He is most definitely.
But every now and then I'll be in the kitchen and I guess my mind feels like Buddy's always gonna be there in the kitchen, and I felt as I'm throwing something in the trash, something behind me, so I kind of try to follow it with my eyes, and it's just like a tail. And I thought it was Buddy, but then I looked over here at the cat condo and Buddy was laying down here, and I was like, oh. Just seeing shit right now, but it's because I'm high.
It's because you're...
So I guess I can't count.
Open.
I guess I can't count it as the same thing. I mean, whatever.
Whatever, man.
If it's the Mothman,
if
it's the Mothman, then it's just for Sal. It's not for us.
Manny
you
saw this enormous moth the other day, and then he had the nerve.
I sent you the picture, so you should put it up there.
I was just gonna say, Manny had the nerve of taking the picture, and that thing had some mean eyes.
It's funny because you sent that a day later.
He sent for no reason. He just blindly sent it, and I was like, really? So right there, check it.
He wasn't. He wasn't around me all day, so I wanted let him know that I'm still thinking about him and the Mothman.
I thought you were just gonna
I was
say
just
I was
saying-
thinking about you.
No, I was like, no, I have the dreams, the erotica fantasy.
But yeah, if it happened, back to the door, if that happened to you twice, ever since you put the air conditioner in, you probably debunked it from that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because it's never happened before until the AC.
So you're saying that your door was just pushed open?
Yeah.
But how is that even possible? Because even if the AC is strong, if your door's all the way closed, it's not going to push it open.
I think you missed the part where I said it wasn't all the way closed.
But I'm just still trying to make sense of it because, all right. So what are you saying is there's a crack left? When you
No,
close it?
actually, what I'm saying is the door was closed all the way, and then the air went through the hallway, and then turned the doorknob itself, and then opened the door on its own.
That's
It
not what
wasn't
happened at all.
closed. Not what I
He's
said.
mocking me right
I
now.
am totally.
Yeah.
not
Okay.
Justin was going on.
I was going along with it too.
That's a good brother. That's a good brother.
But he still won't let him sleep with a girl in his bed.
No.
And he wants to
no.
call him a good brother.
I am. Yeah. I am a good
I
brother.
have the keys to this house.
He's got the keys to his house. One of these days, I hope I don't come home.
I'll make sure the door's locked.
The door is locked.
Does your
Go
door have
real-
a lock on it?
My door has a lock on it.
Yeah, my door doesn't have a lock on it.
So go to his. He just got a new frame.
Yeah, you did get a new frame.
Test it out.
Yeah, but his frame is nicer. He got it from like a store and shit. I just bought mine from Amazon.
Which is
Yeah,
also a
That's
store.
also very valid.
It's also a store.
His is fancier. It has leather.
Mine does have leather.
Make her scratch that shit.
And so much leather. And
Acres.
the cats love to climb on
Tell
it.
her, tell her to say that your leather's so soft.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, bud.
And then we
Sounds
scratch
kinky.
your leather.
That's all my leather.
The disrespect.
Fuck your couch.
Fuck your
Or
core.
on my couch.
I've already
That's
had sex
another
on that
option.
couch.
Did you really?
No.
I was like,
That would actually be
disrespect.
really funny.
I didn't do that on your couch.
I know. I've had sex on my couch
Oh yeah.
while in this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had sex on my couch while in this house too.
Good.
Not on your couch. Or on your bed.
Which side did you pick
What are you talking about?
on your couch?
Why?
Because you don't end up using the whole thing. Sometimes when you get laid, you just end up using one side of it.
Are you talking about like at a specific time, or just in general?
In general, which side do you usually pick? Because it's about muscle memory, so you end up using the same spot every time.
I mean, I do have my spot where I love to sit, so usually it's right there.
Lazy, he sits
But
down.
at the same
bitch
time-
ass.
You gotta let me finish, bro. You didn't let me finish. I said I love my spot where I sit. I didn't say that's where I did it.
You know what's messed up? We forgot to do our intro.
At SalStyles87 on social media, all your favorite platforms.
At Manny Beeson, at Manny Beeson _ Twitter.
At JDAngel _ on TikTok and Instagram.
And it's okay, because if you missed the scroll bar earlier in this episode, now you hear us say it, and you'll catch it again at the very end in the outro. If you wanted to.
I knew there
give
was
us some-
something.
Yes, I just drank
I
a
felt
whole carton of peach juice.
He's so high.
Respect.
But High Manny's funny.
I'm pretty fun.
He's a fun guy.
You're such a neat guy.
He's pretty neat.
Not when he does that. See, look
Calm
at all
down.
the other previous episodes, how serious he always was. And he was always making those faces. Every time we say something stupid. Like that. Like that face. But now it's like we say something stupid and he just goes with it.
Yeah, now it's funny.
I mean, it was funny before.
But now he gets it. Maybe we're always high.
Oh, Mom, don't be watching this.
She gonna tell you to do this push-up slower.
She
That's what she says.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. She'll comment on one of my posts.
Oh man.
What you looking up, porn? Youporn.com?
Is that an actual website?
Youporn.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an actual website. We're not sponsored by them.
We're not sponsored. I don't know if we want to be
Hi.
sponsored by them. But I don't know.
Read the font. Hi. Arrow down.
Imagine having to do an ad for them.
Oh.
Can I tell you guys about a funny story?
Does it involve porn?
Yes. I was working at Best Buy, right? And I I don't think I was a manager yet. I think I was a regular, like, full-time employee, just selling phones.
Okay, so you weren't working for me. Got it.
I've never worked for you. You watch your mouth.
With an F.
Mouth. Yeah, so this lady comes into the store and basically just says, I want to upgrade my phone. So I was like, that's cool. Go through the simple process. I ain't going to elaborate too much. Bottom line is that she needed me to transfer all her stuff over to the new phone. And she had an app in the phone that I didn't recognize.
Onlyfans.com.
No,
Didn't exist back then.
probably not.
Or maybe it did. We just didn't know about it.
Oh, maybe it was in the making.
It was called RedTube.
Oh.
And I didn't know what RedTube was at the time.
Oh no, he was so innocent.
Such a young lad.
Such a young heart that
But
didn't need
if you
porn
looked
on
at
the
this
computer
lady,
because
this
he had
lady
all
was
the porn
just
in real
like
life.
your basic middle-aged black
I feel like you're
woman.
pointing at me.
She just came in,
I'm not any of those things.
and I'm just like, all right. I was like, Miss, I got done transferring all your stuff, but there was this one app that I couldn't transfer because I can't locate it. I don't know what it is. And she looks at me, and then she looks down at her phone, and her exact words to me were, "Boy, I'm growing. I'll get that myself." And I feel like she thought I knew what it was, and I don't until I came home and looked it up, and it was just a porn app.
And he stayed in his room for a couple hours.
Nah, man,
I explored this.
Nah, man, my go-to's always been Pornhub.
Yeah, but you gotta explore the new land.
Honestly, no.
Discover new land.
Honestly,
Foreign
no.
country.
One time my boy showed me this website called it had like 3 X's in front of it and something else.
Sounds about right. X-hamster.
Oh man, dude! So back in the day, there was a website. It was considered pornographic, but the website was it was about porn bloopers, and I was like, who makes a website like that? Oh man! And not only did it have porn bloopers, but it had some other weird shit like about animals and stuff, but not porn related. Just like
Okay, I was about to say.
like fucking
Thank you
like
for clarifying.
like a chipmunk making a sound. It's like a voiceover of like an animal. It was just really hilarious. But anyway, one of the porn bloopers was this black dude fucking some white lady.
Very specific.
And then I guess he starts coming and he starts yelling at the top of his lungs like ah! Ah!
Is it that good?
Yo, I swear to God, it was like for a good like 10 seconds, and at the end, he's like,
This story's intense.
and the girl just looks at him and she's like, "Are you okay?" Tries to reach for his head. And he's like, "No, don't touch me, don't touch me." Dude, I was laughing so hard.
What is happening right now?
What if we did a
it was a
review
funny
video?
No, we're not reviewing porn. Justin, we're not going to do that. Oh, you okay? You okay?
Yeah, we know you're a master at it and you'll actually talk during an episode, but we're not gonna do that.
Oh no! I had a guy
Wasted opportunity.
at the old stomping grounds, but I was helping him, and he needed me to check something on his phone. Naturally, of course, it's always a phone. You probably see where this is going. So we go on. He didn't know how to close out all the browsers in his internet.
No.
So we click on the internet and we see all the windows open, right? And we're closing through them. I finally show him all I gotta do is swipe it and just kill it, you know? And then one of them was, it was a porn site. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been YouPorn or Pornhub. Either way, it was like, this guy, he was Middle Eastern, you know? And it was Middle Eastern porn. And he knew I saw it. And we just kind of like, had a moment. And then like I just kind of pretended it didn't happen. And then in the end, when I was like, okay, we're done, like have a good day, he's like, oh, and I just wanted to let you know that what you saw, that was my son. I let my son use my phone sometimes, and then I caught him, you know, looking up that stuff, and I didn't know how to get rid of that on my browser, you know, and that's why it's there. And I was like, no, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Liar.
You're good. Sure.
It's like, I don't want to have this conversation with you.
I know, right?
You do you, man.
You just go ahead. You live your life, you know. And now you know how to close your browsers.
There's some.
Oh man, like
Weird
it's really gross. In my opinion, it's really disgusting when like other men don't have the common decency to close that shit out before you hand somebody else your phone. Like one time, this guy came in and he wanted me to transfer stuff from his phone to his computer, and I was like, "Yo, dog, we don't do that shit." And I really didn't like the guy because he always tried to force me to speak Spanish when I knew he knew how to speak English perfectly. I'm not about that. I'll definitely talk to somebody in Spanish if literally that's the only language that they can speak. But if you're a Hispanic person and you know how to speak English perfectly fine and you understand it fine, and you try to make me speak Spanish with you, I don't like you.
I like the pause.
The suspense was real. Right?
Yeah.
But no, like...
So be glad you work in a warehouse so you don't have to deal with people.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking.
But no, like, he had some old-ass, like, fucking Dell computer. It was all black. And it just looked really gross on the outside. And then when I opened it, it looked dusty and gross on the inside, too.
Make sure it wasn't crusty?
I didn't want to touch it, dude. I didn't want to touch it. So it lit up, and I told him, just unlock the computer. And he unlocks it, and the first thing that you see is like a chick spread eagle with her legs wide open.
Nice.
And it wasn't like some, like it was some like professional type shit. I was like,
professional. Was it like portrait mode?
No, I'm just saying, like, in today's world, you see a lot more, like, homemade shit.
Oh, I was going to say a lot,
instead of,
a lot more
like...
detail. You see the pores in the skin.
It was a 4K camera.
I was just about to say, it's a 4K.
Sony.
Nah, but then when that opened up, I was like, yo, man, get out of here. I kicked him out. I told him to get the fuck out. I told him to get the fuck out.
You were having it.
I wasn't down with it.
You're like, get out. I ain't dealing with you.
I would never do that. I would never, like... As a man, you can't say you've never watched porn on your phone.
But at least... get rid of it before you show anyone else.
But yeah, get the yo, like, I don't know about you guys, but those kind of tabs, as soon as I'm done using them, I close them out.
I close them out like next day.
Like, maybe I want to get back to it.
No one uses my phone but me, so.
God, dude. And then
sometimes I might want to go back and watch it later.
I've had some
like,
great.
That's like your bookmark.
And you name it something completely random.
Code name.
Justin's baptism.
What if it was a baptism?
I don't want to talk about that, guys. I don't feel comfortable.
Was whatever man comes to.
What is going on right now? Manny's found food because he's high.
Always hungry.
Oh, I used to say always high.
I
Oh, he
you
used
were
to
saying
always
that.
be high.
I always used to be high.
All the time. Even when he was not high, he was high.
Yeah, we'll be getting so high, be waking up in the morning high. And then
He's
breakfast
like,
is
great.
extra great.
And then it's a good time.
Eat it.
That chocolate's about to be a good time.
Yeah, enjoy it. Experience the chocolate.
Mm.
Not sponsored by Hershey's.
We're not sponsored by
Thanks, Hershey's.
Thanks, guys.
So, Justin, you said you wanted to talk about video games.
Yes.
What about video games do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Pokemon.
Let's talk about Animal Crossing. It's
Nothing
winter
really.
on my island. That's about it.
Nothing's really going on with Animal Crossing.
There's a wedding.
The wedding event thing. That's whatever.
I haven't even done that yet.
I always have everything. Because it's only like you can get one item a day.
How many items are there?
I know there's a lot.
Maybe I'll time travel. Anyways,
Mine is
Pokemon.
Pokemon. I want to get your thoughts because you've been playing it.
My thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, I have thoughts, and Manny has been watching me, and he's jealous because he wants to play it, and he can't
Extremely.
because he doesn't have a Switch.
Sad.
I've
Sad
never
boy
had
times.
purpose for it until this fucking quarantine heavy.
He's so high he's gonna cry.
There's all the emotions.
What's the Animal Crossing reaction? Anyways, well, what questions do you have about my thoughts on the game? Is it the main story, the DLC, like specific types?
I was gonna ask about the DLC.
The DLC is great. It is short, but that is what it says.
So you beat the entire DLC story.
Oh, easy. Easily. I really like that they added tons more Pokemon to it. Like my favorite, one of my favorites, Scyther and Scizor. I'm super pumped about that. I did a Eevee train Scyther, evolve it to a Scizor thanks to this one's help, because you got to trade it.
I should have kept it.
He was going to keep it, but then he didn't, because I would have, Krav Maga him. If you don't know what Krav Maga is, look it up. But, yeah, so my Scizor is a monster, and it's great. There's, like, a lot of different areas you can go. The island's actually pretty big. It's actually pretty big, and I'm still working on collecting the whole
You
Dex.
gotta get like 150 Diglett.
I got all 150 Diglett.
You got all 150.
Yeah, it didn't take me very long. But, only like a couple days of just playing it here and there. There was a couple that were a pain to find because they're just so small. You see the little hairs on their head and that's it.
Little hairs.
Little cubes. But, but it was good. I'm still playing now. I'm still trying to figure out who I want to use to continue building a team for competitive sake. And I just want you to get the DLC so you can play too.
I do have the DLC.
Because you had to download it so you could trade with me, Scyther and Scizor. But now you gotta play it.
And now I gotta play it. But I'm thinking about playing Leaf Green.
Oh yeah, we were talking about doing that. Manny should jump in on that too.
You don't need it.
No, he'll play on emulators and stuff. He can't join us. He's not cool.
He's not good.
So what we're talking about doing is starting from the beginning. Fire Red, Leaf Green. And I already started it. I already beat Fire Red. Justin's going to play Leaf Green. And then I already started Soul Silver and beat the first part of it. Now I'm doing the post-game stuff.
No.
Justin's going to do Heart Gold. And after that, because I'm so far ahead, that's why we didn't start this in the beginning. But after that, once we get to like Alpha Sapphire or like a Ruby, we're going to switch what we did from the beginning. I had Alpha Sapphire. Blue. You had Omega Ruby. Red.
Red Justin.
I'm pissed because my nickname is Red Sal at my dojo.
Disrespect.
Anyways,
Gayness.
so just be high over there. But yeah, so we were planning on doing that. But I had Alpha Sapphire, he had Omega Ruby. We're gonna switch it. I have Omega Ruby and he has Alpha Sapphire, and we're gonna keep going up the chain to Diamond and Pearl. Maybe if they remake it, that'd be cool. By the time we get to that point, who knows?
Sweet. I don't think that's coming anytime soon.
I don't think that's coming anytime soon either because the expansions are just gonna keep doing for Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
But we're gonna switch that. Then what's the next one after Diamond and Pearl? Is it
Black and White.
Black and White 2,
And then X and Y.
X and Y, and then it was Sun and Moon,
Mhm.
Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon,
And then Sword.
and it's Sword and Shield, which we won't switch that.
Switch.
No,
Switch.
no, Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch. Switch.
Switch.
You guys are dicks.
But that's the plan.
Yeah, it is. Who's your favorite
Here, what?
Pokemon in the game? In Shield, not your favorite Pokemon of all time, just in the game
Oh, and Shield?
that you like to use.
Well, technically it's in Shield. Eevee.
Loser.
Eevee is the best because it has all the different kind of evolutions.
Yeah, that's who you use.
Yeah.
Like just straight up Eevee. You fight all the battles with Eevee.
Technically Glaceon, but that is an evolution.
I'll try to use Glaceon. Use Glaceon.
Glaceon.
I use Umbreon. Shiny. He's a tank. You just can't hurt him. I came back in a couple battles because of him. Like 3v3, and then I would be losing, and then Umbreon would be my last one, and I would come back and win because he's just a monster. I think, Manny, you see me do it one time, right?
It's really like just cheap the way he does it.
It's not cheap. It's called strategy.
Yeah. That's another word for cheat.
Manny just can't handle it.
No, I respect it. I respect it because it obviously is effective. I'm just saying, as
super effective.
as the person on the other side, I would be like, that's cheap as fuck. But I mean, Pokemon's evolved so much from when the game first came out.
So many puns.
Pun intended.
Because like now, there's things that you can do in Pokemon that I have no clue what it's about.
Yeah, like ride the bike and use the bell. Ding. Before you couldn't use that bell.
No, that's the best feature in the game.
I know, right?
Well, now you don't need HMs and TMs. Well, no, you can still use
TMs.
TMs, but you don't need
need
HMs is what I mean.
Yeah, and I heard like now status effects don't affect you outside of the battle.
Yep.
Yep.
Like poison doesn't affect you outside of the
I
battle.
would
They've
hated
been
that.
doing that for a long time though.
They
Yeah,
did.
but see, I haven't really played a lot of the different ones. I
So-
stopped. Diamond, that was the last one that I really
Great
played, which was back in 2011.
No, so long ago.
And then all the guys were playing Sun and Moon.
Yep.
So
I'm so pumped for that.
So I played Sun, and that's when James told me to get a Wimpod.
Yeah, so you
You
evolved
get
into
Goliath.
Lysopod.
Yeah, Goliath.
Yeah, so that was pretty much it. Besides that, it was always emulators, and the ones that always attracted me were like Fire Red.
It just keeps playing that over and over again.
I played Fire Red because it was just a huge remake of the old school Pokemon games.
And so is Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, just with a twist.
But I haven't had a Switch, so I haven't played it.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
Hey!
You got chocolate.
Don't do that to poor Shiloh.
Whatever, Shiloh.
You
You ate all those treats.
So we
they
saw
were
that.
expensive.
We're probably going to have to post-edit and take that out because we don't want animal abuse to be shown on here.
It's not animal abuse. I threw chocolate at him.
You're keeping it already.
Chocolate's not good for the dog!
He didn't eat it. It was in a wrapper.
I'm just showing how angry of a person Manny is.
Are we? Is this one of those commercials about like, you know, those sad dog commercials?
In the
Is it what that-
an angel.
Yeah, those ones. That's what,
Just you're so gay.
That song is copyrighted. We can't play that on YouTube.
We don't own the rights to this music.
we don't own the right to anything.
We're not sponsored
I
by
heard-
those guys.
I heard as long as you say that you're good, they can't see you.
I know, that's why I say it over and over again.
Fix your ear, Shiloh.
So when Manny plays Pokemon games, you know what he does? Even in the newer games, he only uses the first gen Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Because he doesn't know anybody else. Except for
No,
that
well,
one
there
time
was
James told him to
exceptions,
do
yeah.
go.
And it's like now, like I don't even want to work at trying to pronounce these Pokemon's names.
Oh, that could be a funny episode.
Yeah. Just pull it up on there and just go through the Pokedex.
Yep,
and
and
be like,
just have Manny
start
pronounce it.
reading them.
I was just
Kareem
look-
Abdur.
I always ask
Kareem
him like, how do you say that Pokemon's name?
I'm actually really.
I don't
for that
like it.
episode.
I'm actually all for that.
I'm all for it. Who's that Pokemon?
I'm just gonna be hella pissed.
Pikachu.
It's Pikachu!
Pikachu!
Old vines.
Yeah. I love that vine.
Dude.
Yeah.
Is there any games you guys want to talk about?
No, wait.
Ooh.
Who's your favorite new Pokemon?
Favorite new Pokemon?
In the new.
And Sword and Shield?
Yeah.
I would have to say. Right now it would be Cinderace. I really like Cinderace.
You would pick a starter.
He's cool.
He's so cool.
I can't think of any from the top of my head.
I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head too.
Well, I'll look it up while you go do that. It's
I'm just remembering some that I like to use, like Dragapult. He's really cool. Grimmsnarl. Manny really likes Grimmsnarl.
Looks like a goblin.
he does like.
Yeah. I like Corviknight. That's a good one. Oh, he's got the whole decks right there. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have Manny read these.
Yeah. Well, maybe next episode. We'll give you some time to study it.
Fuck off, to study.
How about I give you a spoon so you can eat my ass?
Sounds some gay shit right there, man.
It's not gay if you don't look him in the eyes.
It's not gay if you say no.
I better not show up in my dreams.
Uh-oh.
See how I said a thing earlier in the episode and I circled back to it, you know?
Oh, you're so cool.
I know, right?
I know.
We're ridiculous, you know?
What's going on?
We had no plans for this episode, just for the record, but that's the beauty of whatever, man. We just talk about whatever.
Yeah, and my Mac is currently installing an update. I thought it was going to be something like this while they were talking. It says 42 minutes.
Dang. Well.
Fuck you.
He's the only high one.
Yeah, I'm the only stoned one of these.
I'm just drinking my water.
I'm just trying to live my life. Curse
How about you just pick a Pokemon? Damn.
Listen, there's so many Pokemon now, man.
Stop being a little beehive.
There's 400 he's got to look through, man.
I gotta look through. In order to pick what I want.
You couldn't have just, looked up just the new ones instead of the whole
I
entire
could've.
thing. Mr. Rhyme, that's your favorite. Mr.
Mr.
Rhyme.
Rhyme's a man. Their man is Mr. Cool too. The Galarian
The
version.
Galar variant.
Well, yeah,
I don't think he counts because he already existed.
Yeah, I really like Cursula.
Ooh,
Cursula's
that's a
not
good one.
Or Dragapult.
Yep.
I think those are my two favorites.
Oh, yeah. Manny, what's your favorite new Pokemon? Oh.
You want to go there, man?
Oh, I already went there.
You're holding a puppy and you want to go there?
Yeah.
You must feel real big with that little dog in
I
your
feel
arms.
You got your
So
big boy
many.
pants on.
I also have a little bag that I carry him in too. How about that?
I've never seen this bag.
It's not a real bag. It's not real.
Shiloh,
You know what you have to do? You have to make that real back.
But
got
it'd
your
be-
nose, boy.
It'd be really weird if I had a little bag and I would carry him around in there.
Got your big boy pants on.
Poor
Look at
Shiloh.
those pearly whites.
Poor Shiloh got sick today. He threw up a couple of times.
Oh, why don't you tell him why?
He snuck into Manny's room because Manny left his door open and ate a almost whole bag of dental treats when no one was home. Nobody was home. I know, sigh, right? He's like, I know.
But he's feeling better.
But he's feeling better. His breath stinks though, and I can't give him dental treats to make his breath not stink because he got sick from dental treats from eating too much. Eat the purpose.
So, since we were talking about video games, what are your thoughts on the design of the new PlayStation 5?
I like the design of it.
Do you like the design?
I like design. I really like the. I like them both, but I really like the white and blue one.
Well, he really likes the Xbox design.
Do you really?
Oh.
I was gonna say.
I don't know anyone that does. Everyone I talk to about it does not like the Xbox design. Some people
I
like
can
the
think of
PS5.
probably a few people.
Really?
You know, I don't like the
Probably
design.
Dwight in the office.
I don't like the design, but it's probably one of the smartest,
yeah.
smartest one they probably ever came up with.
What the freaking?
Because I saw
black
an
carton
Xbox.
box?
I saw the new Xbox taken apart, and the way they designed that thing, it's gonna be damn near impossible for that thing to ever overheat. Because we know the basic knowledge of heat. Heat rises.
It's so true. Heat does rise.
So what
So do farts.
they stacked that thing inside that box, and at the very top is a fan. And the fan's just pulling all the heat that rises and pushing it out of the box completely.
They could have done something with the outside of, like, the exterior to make it look not so plain.
100%. But
The same idea, you know what you're saying.
I
got
think,
lazy.
you could call it lazy. I think they just, wow, relax. I think they just pulled off like a bold move. Like, we don't need to do anything fancy because PlayStation ain't got nothing on us. Let me retract real quick and just let everybody know I'm a PlayStation user myself.
It's true.
But it's a pretty ballsy move by Xbox. They're like, we're just going to let our hardware speak for us instead of the design. But PlayStation wasn't going to let something like that slide. Now, we have to talk about one thing that I basically did a little research on. And if I'm wrong, whatever. But
Man.
you take the specs of the Xbox and you take it versus the PlayStation 5. On paper, the Xbox is the better console because of what it has. But their technology is so advanced that a lot of games that are going to be made for it are going to have potential to reach those heights. But the developers aren't there yet.
I don't like heights.
So essentially, they're future-proofing their console. So I almost want to say that they're keeping... They took a leap, so they don't feel that they're going to have to come out with another console right away, if not for a long time. Because if you remember, like the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, there were many, many years in between those consoles.
Yeah, PS2 took so long to die out. You know, even after the PS3 was like a thing, the PS2 was still relevant.
Yeah, because I remember selling PS2s at Best Buy when it was the PS3 that was the top of the line thing, and at Best Buy we still had a big section of PlayStation 2 games and a big section of PlayStation 2.
And that's how it's going to be like with the PS5.
But I think that's what Xbox did, whereas Sony took care of the now, and they're like, if we need to come out with another console, we will. Because I think PlayStation is accelerating a little faster as putting out a new console versus Xbox. Whereas, if you think about it, the way Xbox did it, they just released a new version of the first console that they put out one after the other. Specifically talking about the Xbox One. The Xbox One, they came out with new editions of it.
Xbox One S.
Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Xbox One all digital.
Yeah, they came out with all these different models of it. And like the PlayStation 4, it was either the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 4 Pro. That was it.
Which really just made it compatible with high dynamic range and 4K and a better processor. So it can
and it can handle faster Wi-Fi speeds.
And a slightly different design. And that's about it, which is pretty cool. You know?
Yeah, so...
I like the design of the PS5. I think it's futuristic.
Yeah.
Very alien looking.
The controller looks really cool too.
I know, I like how sleek it is.
Yeah.
I like the controller too. Big debate where Xbox users are like, oh, it looks exactly like an Xbox controller.
I haven't seen the Xbox controller. Or maybe I did and I just...
Well, the Xbox controller hasn't changed for the new console. It's the same thing as the one you have now.
Big surprise! Nothing innovative there.
It's been like that for years.
I mean, it's slightly different from the Xbox One to the Xbox 360. Slightly different, but same design for the most part. It just aesthetically looks.
Do you remember the very first Xbox remote? How it had the yellow. The white and black button all the way at the bottom.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was huge.
That's why I didn't buy an Xbox right away because my hands were small. I was a small person.
My hands were
and it was a schmer. And I couldn't really deal with that. And then they came out with a smaller controller, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy an Xbox. Then I bought an Xbox.
And then they came
and
out
then
with
I
the
lended
Xbox
it. And then I lended it to my friend. And then he left it at his ex-girlfriend's house. And it is probably still there over 10 years later.
Probably not. She probably lost that shit.
She probably pawned it.
She probably slept with a dude and then he took it that same morning.
See, I'm a little upset.
Probably never getting that back.
I'm never gonna get that back. So I'm upset.
Hi, boy.
Because I really liked it.
At least his teeth is white.
See, that's why I'm like, stop lending my stuff out to people, Sal. I lost my Oracle of Ages Legend of Zelda game because I lent it to a friend and he moved to Guam. Never gave it back.
Yeah, that's never coming back.
Never gonna see that again.
Maybe it's a life lesson.
Yeah. It was a life lesson. Sal, stop saying yes to lending people stuff that you really like.
Can I have all your games?
Freaking James let me borrow The Last of Us, and I think I played it for like an hour, and then I never played it again. But I still have it. I still have it.
I don't think you have
James, if you want your copy of Last of Us from PlayStation 3 back, let me know.
I thought you were gonna say you're not getting it back.
I don't need it.
He let me borrow Watch Dogs. I think he let me borrow it.
Did you give it back to him?
No, it's over there.
So we all have this, bro.
We're all thieves.
I think he gave it to me, actually. I don't know.
I am
Hi.
very excited for the Spider-Man Morales.
Morales.
That does look cool.
It's gonna be dope.
I really like Miles
Sal
Morales.
owns the game, so I played it before he even got a chance to play it,
I watched him play.
and then he watched me play it, so he didn't feel like he needed to play it anymore.
No, I'm still gonna play.
He says that, but he's been saying that for a year now.
I'm still alive, right?
Technically.
I played Fire Red last month. That game's been out since like what, early 2000s? Like
Yeah, but are you gonna be able to play it before the Miles Morales one comes out?
I'll buy the Miles Morales one and not play that for 10 years.
Until you beat it.
Until I beat. I still have to beat Call of Duty World at War for the Xbox 360 before I progress and play the other Call of Duties. Because I just have to play it in sequence. I just have to do it. That's just how I am.
There's many games I had to beat.
Yeah. Like I have to beat Assassin's Creed Origins so I can get to Odyssey so I can play Valhalla. I gotta.
I'm just skipping to Valhalla.
I don't know. There's just a bunch that I gotta figure out. It's just because I have so much stuff going on in my life that I just kind of, you know, I don't play my games as often as I would like to. But I got things I gotta do, and I'm trying to set up.
We've played a lot of video games.
I'm trying to set up a life where I can feel like I'm in quarantine every day and do what I want on my terms and control my time. I am working on that.
Goals.
That's the world I want to live in one day. Dang, Jamie's super tired. You tired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's the cue.
That is the cue. It was a short episode today because we didn't really have anything going on, but we wanted to make sure you guys had some fun with us. So if you like what you see, give us a like, a review, subscribe button. That'd be all that fun stuff. And if you didn't catch the scroll bar earlier, if you didn't hear us earlier, yours truly at StyleStyles87 on all your favorite platforms.
Manny Beeson, TikTok, Instagram, Shut Up, and Manny Beeson _
That was
on
included.
Twitter.
Remember to type shut up at JDAngel _ on Instagram and TikTok.
Good boy Shiloh on Instagram. Don't eat the chocolate. Don't do it. All right, guys. We are signing off.
Peace.
See ya. It's over 9,000!
Dak Prescott signed the franchise tag for $31 million.
Loser!